Hello and welcome to the new edition of CB News. I'm your host Neo and I'll be bringing you the latest news and scandals from around the world on CB Radio Chat. Coming up on today's show, I'll be taking CB News out onto the street and asking the ordinary people what they make of CB Chat. There'll be an exclusive interview with Essexlad. That's quite long, so prepare yourself, get yourself a drink, get ready for that. I'll also be looking at the CB Voice inbox online this week and some of the messages that were left from possible CB users. There'll also be a health warning about the excessive use of the application and the possible mental implications. And this week in the news, porn star and the cock pictures scandal. Are they real? I'm here to blow it wide open today and just show you the truth, finally, about the porn star and his cock pictures. So here we have it, porn star, as you can see. And there's been a lot of talk and scandal over these cock pictures that have been passed around, and this is actually the truth. Okay, we're going to go straight to CB News voice inbox this week. People have been phoning in and leaving messages. I'm taking a few live calls. This is caller number 1 on line 1. Hello, line 1. What have you got to say about people on CB Chat?
The people on the CB Chat, well, you know, they're a great bunch, really. You know, they've got a little bit of things here.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to have to quick short there. Got another call, line 2. Line 2. Someone from down south, down London. Yeah.
It's out of order. You're out of order on this CB Chat. We're good lads, us southern boys. We should all live as one together, man. Chill out, dude. Okay, thank you.
I'll have to cut you short there. We've got to move on. I hope everybody can leave messages this week, send some stuff to the inbox, and hopefully it'll get played out on next week's CB News Chat. Thank you. This week, CB News went out onto the streets, and we managed to pull a few people in off the street to ask for their opinions on the people on CB Chat from what they'd heard. Here's a small VT clip, and this interview was done with a guy called Dan, who volunteered to come in off the street and give us a little interview. So, roll VT. Anyway, I'd just like to say, can I call you Dan?
Well, you're more than welcome to call me whatever you want to call me, mate.
Right, so are you Irish then?
No, not at all, mate.
Okay, just really want to know what your opinion is of CB Chat.
Well, my opinion is it's not on my phone, so that doesn't say too much about it for starters.
What do you actually think of the people who are on CB Chat?
Well,
Knowing
there's
of the
various characters. My favourite is Porn Star. He's a good lad.
Porn Star, yeah.
Porn Star. There you go, his son. It's all good.
Who would you say is the most vicious, person you've come across on CB Chat?
I'm sure they've all got reasons to be vicious. We've got that. I think Gabriel's been a bit vicious in his times, but I'm sure you've wound him up to give him that
ammunition. Just going now. See you later.
He's
had enough.
I think there's a few other characters.
He's disgraced.
One of our mates has mentioned a guy called Blueberry, which we've heard of. What's his name? Blueberry?
I think Blueberry Smoky.
Oh, Blueberry Smoky.
Oh, Blueberry Smoky.
Seen his website.
I don't see him anymore.
Seen his website.
He's a nasty bastard.
He looks like a businessman. Looks like does work for charity and seems like on his website like quite a good fellow. Looks a professional fellow. You see his picture on there. Then you hear his voice and the spills that come out of it, and you think, "Whoa, man, what the hell?
Absolutely disgusted.
Just what are you doing? Everyone's negative. You should be nice to people, and there's no need for this negative shit. That's all I hear you like. Negative.
Anyway, thank you, Dan. I think that's enough from Dan's opinion. I think we'll go straight. What?
I've got lots more to say on it.
One last thing before we go.
I've got to talk about our man Taz.
We're running out of time. Alright, hang on.
There's no time, Leon. If you asked me to come off the street, you dragged me up here.
Lighting man, can you just put some lights on over there for us, please? Just get some
Taz is a good lad.
Taz, right, we talk Taz.
The Cockney lad who's a good lad as well.
Essexlad, the
Essexlad's
slag.
a good lad.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
He's not a bad lad. Who's the other one who's got a quite Cockney voice?
He's got a Cockney voice.
Good lad. I've heard him over
Lushy. You on about Lushy?
Nah, not Lushy.
Oh, not
well,
Lushy.
I don't know about you, Lushy. I don't hear much
Lushy's
about
alright.
He's not a bad fella or nothing, but you know
me and Lushy deal on an international level
know about Lushy,
fighting in the trenches.
Who's that other fella? Anyway, there's loads. Name some other fellas.
I don't know anybody else.
Well, What do you don't know anyone else?
Gabriel Tit.
Oh, he's not Gabriel Tit. He's your
nemesis. Even Dan knows about Gabriel Tit. Governor.
Well, not saying he's a bad person, but you know he doesn't seem to get on with you too well. Governor don't seem to get on with him too well, but did he can be.
Anyway,
you know, that's his way at times. It can be a bit of argumentative.
Anyway, enough said. I think what we've established from that is Neo rules. So I'll go straight back to the studio. Thank you. This is CB News. Catch you later. And that was our outside broadcast. Thank you for that. We'll bring you more exclusive interviews as the weeks go by. Hopefully we can get some major celebrities in on the live lounge here in the Gentleman's Lounge and do some interviews with them. People say I always miss people out when naming CB users. So, just for you, these are all the CB users that I could remember. Now, it's taken a while, so this is the list. If I've missed you off the list, please get in touch with me. I'll display the number there that you can contact me, contact details, where to get us on CB News, and hopefully we'll correct that and put you in the next edition. One big shout I'd like to say goes out to Pie and Mash. Pie and Mash, this is for you. Thank you, Pie and Mash. Sorry about forgetting about you all other times. That was especially for Pie and Mash. This week I managed to get hold of Essexlad on the telephone, and I recorded that conversation, and here it is for you, an exclusive interview with Essexlad concerning people on CB Chat. Sit back and listen. Thank you.
You are there, Mr. Neo. You might have to repeat that because the signal was a little bit poor there.
Okay, thank you for that. You're through to CB News today, and thanks for calling. And what I'd like to do is ask you a few questions about a few of the people on CB Chat today. I'd just like a few of your opinions, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's not a problem in here.
Okay, so I'm going to run through a few people. The first one that comes to mind is Ding Dong. He's one of the new guys. You know him quite well. What are your opinions on Ding Dong?
Ah, Ding Dong. Where do you start with Ding Dong? He's a little bit of a loud fellow, isn't he? Hey,
bit too loud. I like him.
Yeah, he needs to turn that fucking audio switch down a little bit. I mean, when I first got to know him, he wasn't one of my most favourite of characters, but he grows on you, doesn't he? Like a dirty rash, but...
He's not a bad lad. He's alright, but, you know, he is a bit too loud. He just needs to turn that volume down. Let's move on to someone very similar, and that's Austin.
Yeah, Austin, very good geezer, top bloke. He gets a little bit irate sometimes. He likes to do-ba-do, as he says, which is basically go and meet people for fights. It's not that he's, you know, he's a bit of a jack of a lad, but...
yeah, he's got a good heart. At the end of the day, I think Austin's got a good heart.
He's got a good
but you wouldn't want... I don't think you want him down the dark alley or cross him, because he looks a bit of an hard lad, doesn't he, as well, so...
You wouldn't want to mess with a fella, but... He is definitely a sound bloke, definitely. I like Austin, he's good.
Big up to Austin, he's a good lad. Now, what about Bad Boy? Copy the Bad Boy, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
What's up there, Bad Boy, la? What's crack-a-lack-a-lacking? Waving four fingers and palms.
Bad Boy, he's like, he goes with the furniture, doesn't he, Bad Boy? He comes along with CB application. I think he's part of it.
He is definitely a CB institution. One of the CB kings. He's definitely a top bloke.
He is. Bad Boy. Big up respect to the Bad Boy. We'll move straight on to the Hillside, man. Hillside.
Yeah, Hillside. A funny one to call his Hillside. Well, no, I say that. He used to be. Weren't one of my favourite users back in the day, but I've definitely grown to like him a hell of a lot more. He can be a bit funny at times. He does like to pick on the newbies, but let's face it, we all do. But the good thing about Hillside, he knows when to rein it in. He never takes it too far, and it's all light humour with Hillside. So yeah.
And he has been quite helpful with plastering, because I watched his plastering videos. So big up to Hillside. He's a good lad. Let's move on to Three Dots. What do we say about Three Dots?
I will keep it short and sweet with the Three Dots. Do not like the fella. I used to like him. I actually used to get on with the fella, but recently some of the things that he's said and some of the things that he's done, I just really don't like him at all. I wish him only bad things, and I hope he drops down quite soon.
Moving swiftly along then to Mr. Menace, the Menace of society.
I mean, I'll get on with Menace of sorts. He's one of these people that is okay in small doses. He has his part to play, he has his role. He's some people might say he leans towards the haters, whether the haters are, but I think he stands his ground, he gives as good as he gets, and CB wouldn't be the same without Menace, no?
Yeah, I'm sure Menace will always be around. He's mainly a day person, so I'm on different shifts with him, so that's good. So let's move on to, we've got some 3 main players here. I'm going to ask you about 3 key players. The first one being the infamous GABRIELTITS.
Ah, Gabriel Tits. From his mouth comes a load of, well, you know the rest. Yeah, as I've said to you before, he's one of these people that no matter how much you try and hate the fella, you always end up, for some strange reason, liking him. He's got his plan, he's got his game plan, he's got this persona, this facade that, you know...
Yeah, he never sways. He's always sticking to it, and he always sticks to that same persona. You know, he hates everybody, and I think that's the way he'll always be. And he's a key player.
But strangely enough, some of my biggest laughs from CB have come from some of the stuff that he's done. So, yeah, I mean, he's alright, I suppose.
He's a valid member at the end of the day to the CB community. But, you know, he can be a bit nasty sometimes. But yeah, I think we all go on with Gable to some degree, and he is part of CB. So, moving swiftly along, I'd like to talk all day about GABRIELTITS, but it's not a good day GABRIELTITS show, so we'll move on straight along to Governor. He used to be sidekick.
Governor, yeah, well, he still is GABRIELTITS' sidekick.
Yeah.
Tries to make out he's a solo hater, but he's not. He latches on to any bandwagon that's available. I've tried with him. I've tried to be nice. I've tried to be kind and polite, and it's not a fake politeness. I was actually generally trying to be polite. Yeah. As soon as a new scandal or a new development comes along, it doesn't matter whether he talks to you or not.
Straight on.
He's straight on it. So yeah,
straight on it. He loves to have a bit of a scandal going on. He keeps it going, doesn't he? He loves to be not so much a hater, but he loves to antagonise people and have a laugh and a joke. So let's move on to Blueberry Smoker, the guy we haven't seen for quite a while now. Blueberry Smoker, but is still a major player when he appears.
Obviously, he doesn't come on to CB that often. Obviously, he's quite a busy bloke, selling these, was it tampons? Yes, door-to-door tampons.
Mobile tampons, yeah.
Yeah, but, I personally like the fella. I think he's humorous. I think he can, have quite a few good cracks with the fella.
I think I've got a soft spot for him, but, you know, he has been a bit hard going on me, but I have still got a soft spot for the lad.
I don't know why, with what he's done to you, but...
I know, it's crazy. But Blueberry Smoker, let's hope he'll return sometime. So let's move swiftly along again to John.
Top bloke, sort of the earth. He doesn't get involved in any of the fucking CB politics. He doesn't badmouth nobody. He is like a fucking top bloke. I've got muchos respetos for that man. Yes.
Big up respect to John. Bring us on to Big Ten 4 with his Big Ten phones.
Yeah, Big Ten 4, and he definitely has got 10 phones. As I said to you before, Neo, I went to an O2 shop recently, and I think they only had about 14 phones on display, so let's face it, the man could actually open up a shop.
He must have every model going, that lad.
And he actually has been on to a CB channel before with all of his phones, and he started talking to himself.
It's a shame. It's the only way you can get a blue button.
I still like the fella, kind of.
Yeah, I don't think we dislike anybody. We're not here to run anybody down. It's just, you know, everyone's got their own character. They like to play it. Some like to play that character more than others. But anyway, Big Ten 4, he's not been around very long. Let's move straight along to Honest Biker and his beautiful motorbike that he's got. I think it's a Honda.
Yeah, Biker. I mean, we come from the same fucking area. We went to the same school. We know... Yeah, man. Well, we might not have gone to the same school, but we know people from the same school. So, you know, we've actually had the eyeball, as they say, on the seat. Yeah.
You met him, didn't you? You actually met him not so long ago. So CB has actually brought people together.
I know there's a few people on CB that don't like him, and there has been a bit of controversy with a few voice recordings, but I think he is a top bloke.
Top lad, big up respect to Honest Biker. So one more person, I just want to ask you about Miss Chilling.
Miss Chilling, you know what? I have not got a bad word against that woman. She is salt of the earth. She is not the self-proclaimed CB, Queen of CB, but other people have given her that title. And even though she doesn't like it, rightfully so, because she's the Queen of CB, I don't think not a single person, apart from GABRIELTITS, would have a bet.
Not at all. So anyway, I'm going to ask you the question now, what's on everybody's lips. I know it might be quite hard for you to deal with this, but I'd like to know your feelings on this. Recently we had the Helmet Rides Again fiasco a couple of weeks ago. As you're well aware, you rode it quite well, and that's all down to Sparks. I'd just like to know how you feel about that situation. You know, what did you feel at the time? How do you feel about it now? Will you ever get over it?
Where can one start, really? I mean, I don't hate the girl. I don't really like her that much for what she's done, but obviously we all know the backgrounds, going back to the return ticket incident, the desertedness, the bus stop. We all know about that.
I think we all know about that. Least said the better.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, addresses have been put out, phone numbers supposedly have been put out, pictures have definitely been put out. And the thing is, all you have to tell yourself is, if someone does that to you and you don't do it in return, who holds the moral high ground? Yeah,
I think she's got to live with that now. I think she's dealing with the consequences. She's been a lot upset.
But you know what, Neo? I don't think she cares.
I don't, probably not. But hopefully we've all learned a lesson from this. So we're going to have to wrap it up now. Is there any final words you'd like to say to any newcomers, any people out there who are thinking of coming on to CB?
Definitely give it a try. I mean, I personally think it's the best application you can get for the Android market. It is not a life changer, but it's a life enhancer. You meet, you meet all different walks of life, and I think it's definitely a good place to start if you get a new Android phone and you're thinking about different applications to put onto your phone. Definitely try CB Chat.
It's definitely one to try out, but it can be very addictive, as we've all found out.
Crack, isn't it? CB should be called
a warning.
CB Crack.
Anyway, it's been nice talking to you, Essexlad. Thank you for calling CB News. I'll catch you on the CB channels. So thanks for the call. We'll see you again.
No problems. Catch you later, Neil. Take care.
Thanks, Essexlad. See you later. Bye-bye.
Right. There's been a few concerns about mental health issues and the implications that CB Chat can have on our mental health. I'd just like to run a dramatisation of a small clip just to highlight the warnings, the dangers of mental health through overuse on CB Chat. Please don't be afraid, don't have nightmares. Watch this. They're coming to get me. They're coming to get me. CB, Gabriel, Blueberry, they're coming to get me. If I stay in here, I should be alright. I'm hiding away in the cupboard. I think I should be okay. I don't think they'll find me in here. Hang on, is that the doorbell? Pizza. No more pizza. I don't want no more pizza. No more pizza, please. And thank you for watching. That's the first edition of CB Chat News. Coming up on next week's show, we've got a new feature called Neo Psychic Predictions. We've got an exclusive interview with the man himself, the Mr. GABRIELTITS, and we'll be asking CB users to give their opinions on the ascension process of 2012 and what it means to them. All this and more to come to CB News. I'm your host Neo. Thanks for watching. Catch you again next week. Stay safe and don't have nightmares.